Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. I think, a couple of weeks ago, I don't remember quite when, I have showed you my love and devotion appreciation for Vivienne Westwood and the Destroy sweater. You could check out the video in the description box down below. And I did mention on Instagram and also in the comment section below that there will be a second piece coming. I had ordered it. It took forever to get there, but thank God it's finally here. And it is the campaign, The Politicians Are Criminals. And it's a pilgrim dress, very Jesus-y actually. And I will be wearing it for you guys. But first of all, let me show it. I have already unpacked it. It literally is, it's a Jesus pilgrim dress. It's very long. This fabric is the same as the back fabric of the Destroy sweater. The Destroy sweater has like a knit pattern in the front, and the back is this cotton and silk material. It's very comfortable, extremely beautiful on the skin, and it is a great material. Very high quality. Now, to save in production and to not have waste, to not create waste, Vivienne Westwood created the idea of basically these are two running tracks. Again, we have this notion like the Louis Vuitton bags, would have one piece of canvas running from the front all the way to the back. Same happens here. These are two stripes of knitted sweater or fabric. And they begin down here. So here the actual knit is closed. It's not open, it's not falling apart. Even though, it's super delicate. And then it's knitted all the way. Here there is no cut. This is still one piece of fabric. It goes all the way down. And then it's just been cut off at the bottom. So two tracks like that have been made and then they've been sewn together. And that's it. This is a print in the front. I could move as much as I can to the front to show you what it says. This is the campaign print. It says, "Politicians Are Criminals" campaign. And there you have it. That's as close as we can get to it. So, this is from the Vivienne Westwood Man Spring Summer 16 catwalk. I did manage to get this on sale. I'm super thrilled. And again, thank you to you-know-who for it. It is, however, the Vivienne Westwood Unisex Gold label. That's the brand. This is one size only. I don't know how many of these were produced. The other sweater that I have has been produced 8 times worldwide. This one, I don't know. Probably not many times either. So, let's try it on, shall we? So guys, here we have it. I'm back. Yes, I know a lot of you are going to be like, what the fuck is he thinking? Well, I'm thinking, I love her political message. I love the creation. This is a statement piece. You could tie this up as tight as you want or as loose as you want. I love pieces like these. I have enough basics and I have enough other things in my life. This is something that goes, to me, into the archives of the Fashion Bunker, for sure. Now, I do not have the space in here. I'm going to do definitely like some sort of photo shoot with this pilgrim dress because it's very long. Let's see quickly. Far close to my cement wall as I could get. So you could see I am barefoot right now and it is a dress. And I do have stuff to wear with it like sandals, brown hues or earthy sandy hues of sandals. And yes, I will be wearing this actually already today and tomorrow. Oh, let's see how it is to sit in it. Okay, you gotta lift it up a little. I always say, to each his own. criticism aside, I love when fashion, and if anybody, you know, nobody more than Vivienne can allow themselves this punk attitude of creating something that is a statement more than a garment that is meant to just appeal to the masses. It shouldn't appeal to the masses. It should make the masses think. That's when fashion has really, to me, that's when fashion really, to me, reaches that level, that higher, or the highest level that it can reach. As I say in my videos, I also believe in a certain aesthetic of ugliness. Beauty just for the mere sake of beauty is too simple. I don't like that. When something is slightly off and there's something to think about, there's something to kind of fight against within a vision, that slightly off is that borderline between beauty, or beautiful, and ugly. And a lot of Vivienne's political creations ride that thin line, and I think that's amazing. To me, it's mesmerizing. It's super attractive. Don't forget, I've spent like most of my life surrounded and hunting down the beautiful things, aesthetical things. But at a certain point, you're used to it. You understand all of that, and you want to move on. You know, you want to also find what tickles out more than just superficial beauty. There is something underneath the surface, and it is our duty as creators, designers, or artists to tickle out what is underneath the surface and show the rest of the world what is underneath the surface. I believe in that extremely, and the more of us are ready to dig underneath the surface and to show other people, like mirror their face and show them this is what is underneath the surface, the better the world will become. The way the world is moving at the moment, politicians are criminals. I do not need Vivienne Westwood to tell me that. I know that already on my own. The fact that she's creating something that's in synergy and in the same line of thinking or thought that I have just emphasizes and makes everything more beautiful to me. So that ugliness, the fact that politicians are mostly criminals, transferred onto a garment made on purpose to look as if you're some sort of weird slave or coming from some country with no money or whatever. There's a meaning to that. There's a reason to that. Think about what that reason might be. And so that added layer of thought behind the process of the garment just makes it that much more extremely appealing to me, important to me, both from an aesthetical point of view, research point of view, technical research point of view, and a message point of view. Political message in this case, and I shall not stress enough to repeat it, Vivienne Westwood has dedicated the Spring-Summer 17-man collection to whistleblowers around the globe, including and especially dedicated to Assange, who she has met. Assange, a prisoner in the Ecuadorian embassy in Great Britain, a prisoner in exile, let's put it that way. The invitation card had Assange's kitten on it for the fashion show. So I am totally for it. I'm totally for freedom of speech, expression. And for those people who have the nerves, the balls, and the guts to fight for the masses, because the masses are very easily blinded and kind of driven into a direction that a handful or a fingerful of people with power and money in their hands wish the masses to move into. So these directions that we're all kind of shifted in from time to time, most of the time, it's not in our interest. It's not in our best interest. It's only in the interest of a couple, of a few that already have the billions and that just want to stick to them and become even richer. And that greed just growing and growing and growing, and less and less people have the money. And kind of that pyramid is kind of coming to the cusp, to the point where there will be that one ruler of them all, you know, and the rest is just going to fall and crumble underneath, because we're losing the entire middle class. We're losing every stability there is. There is an ocean of poverty, and there is one miniature tiny cloud with a couple of rich on top, and everything in between is just empty gutter. So pieces like this should make us think, and they do make me think, and I support it completely and utterly. And I will wear it with pride, and I will wear it with pride for several reasons, not just because I do believe many politicians are criminals, but also because when I walk on the street and people do look at me, and they will judge me, they will have to read what this sign says. And if they don't, I'll scream it at them, because I want them to understand that there is more to surface. There's always more to surface. We got to be ready to learn, to open our minds, to open our hearts and our intellect, and have something that is called emotional intelligence to dig deeper and figure out where things are coming from, what they really mean. And if we abide by certain rules, where will these rules ultimately take us to? Will this place where these rules take us to be a place of peace and prosperity for us? Or will it be poverty? Or will it be enslavement of some sort? Most of us are slaves of the system. Almost all of us are. There is a way of breaking out of that without creating havoc and death and hate. Everything can be done with love. Everything can be done with a certain rhythm and with a certain tact. And if it's done properly with love, we can all be free. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you have, please do share it. Share the message, because it is important that we all wake the fuck up. Very interesting also, be careful who you vote for. I know in November, whoever you're going to vote for, again, quoting Wendy Williams, whoever you vote for, they're not going to save us. She ain't going to save us. He ain't going to save us. So let's all run up to the mountains and try to live off of, I don't know, air and nature. But be careful, because that tiny little voice you have, that one vote you have, if united with all the millions of other votes, it becomes an organism that is stronger than anything else. Unity is strength, always. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. Share it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. No matter how much they oppress us, when we are united, we never give up on love. Love ya. Bye.